Hey there, good morning everyone. Wednesday the 20th of July 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from Joshua chapter 24, verse 15, which reads, "But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." When you don't in a world that does, you stand out like a sore thumb. In other words, when everybody cheats and you don't, you get penalized. When almost everybody lies to get ahead and you feel compelled to tell the truth, you are at a distinct disadvantage. When almost everybody uses company time for their own personal business or pleasure and you don't, you're thought of strange and odd, perhaps even stupid. So what makes you feel compelled to tell the truth, to sleep only with your husband or your wife, to give your employer a full 8-hour day, and not to do your shopping or kill time online while at work? Integrity, honesty, honor, and work ethics are offshoots of your personal faith. You have some old-fashioned ideas that breed a sense of responsibility, and this makes you different and often leaves you feeling isolated, lonely, and completely out of sync with life today. If I have described you, then stand tall and realize that you are not alone, that you may march to the beat of a different drummer, and that you can lay your head down every night on your pillow and say, "God, I try to do your will, no matter how tough it is. I want to please you." Those who have stood against the trends of their day are always in minority. Long ago, William Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true, and it shall follow as the day and the night, that thou canst not then be false to any man." Yet someone greater than Shakespeare stood against the trends of his day and the power structures of corruption and paid the price of that by being nailed to a Roman cross. Frankly, there is always a price to pay for distancing yourself from the corruption of the culture which surrounds you. John wrote in 1 John chapter 2 verse 15, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him." The more corrupt your culture, the more you will stand out in contrast when you abide by your convictions. Yet the more secure will be those who sleep in your home, who look to you for strength and guidance, and who will follow in your footsteps. Morality, honesty, and decency are not issues which you decide in measures. The man who cheats on his wife only 2% of the time is still immoral. The college student who cheats only occasionally is still dishonest. You are never partly moral or 87% honest. You either decide that you are committed to do what is right, or find yourself constantly torn between your convictions, which you cannot abandon, and please culture at the same time. You need to decide. My dear friends, deciding ahead of time which side you will serve comes down to making that moment of decision a lot easier. You don't have to think about it. You already know what you're going to do. The bottom line is, you're safer when you put some distance between yourself and the corrupt culture around you. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.